Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. I haven't got the stream up. I don't know if it's working. There it is. It is. So here we are with Friday night's action of the MaX5 season 7, round 6, the final, the big showdown, the one where someone walks away as champion. It's been a cracking season so far, the 5 weeks racing that we've had, and we've had some great racing out there. Well done to everyone who took part. Looking at the championship table, running into this last round, we have Sharon still at the top of the table on 100. This is after the drop score. This is the player loses their lowest score so far in this championship. So Sharon at the top of the table on 135 points. He's getting close. I'm not sure if it's his first championship. Could possibly be. I'm not sure. Binko, though, giving him a hard ride. He's in second. He's on 121 points. Homesick Alien in third on 113 points. Guesty in fourth on 103 points now. There's 42 points, maybe 44 points up for grabs here in this round. So any of those top 4 could still come home with that championship, although, you know, Guesty and Homesick it would be a struggle for, but Binko, it's doable. Skyjack was in 5th on 98 points, ahead of Talleyrand in 6th on 85 points. Ensenua in 7th on 83 points. Bandit in 8th on 77 points. Koikarp 9th on 72 points. Jokus is 10th on 70 points. Alphanut in 11th on 44 points. Pat's 12th on 37 points. Anton Poika 13th on 27 points. And Shadow Rider 14th on 16 points. We've had 6 different winners, seven different winners this season, looking at the championship table. So it's been an exciting championship, very closely fought. And it's all down to Sharon now. We'll look at the, we'll have a quick look at the chat stream. Streamy chat. Ensenua saying, hi Thingy, a double dose of you today. It looks like it, you lucky devils. And Skyjack saying, oh dude, if I'd known I would have prepped a table for you. Good afternoon, by the way. That's all right, buds. It's all right. We can kind of roughly guess who's won. Sharon won, I'm sure. And Bandit in the chat with a big hello thingy. How was your Friday? Hey. Yeah, it was all right. We had curry and watched She-Hulk, wasn't it? We were 2 episodes behind on She-Hulk, so we caught up on She-Hulk. So, yeah, an eventful evening. I know you want to know about the rude stuff, but I'm not telling you about the rude stuff. My wife wasn't very well. But I had a great time. I watched this FFM where both of them at the same time were using their tongue in a very interesting way. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's get back on track. We're at Broadbean, BB Raceway, an oval. Cracking stuff, this. And, we're going to have a sprint race. God, it's taking me ages. I'm so sorry, guys. We're going to have a sprint race for 15 minutes using the medium tyre. They've qualified already, and we'll look at how they've placed on the grid in 1 second. And then we'll go on to I think it's a 40-minute race. I can't remember, but it's a longer race. Hang on, let me get to the rules and regs, I'll tell you. Race day format. 30 minutes, and they've got to use the hard tyre. My memory's getting worse, man. Read then. Let me get the table back up. And this is the grid. Sorry, this isn't as snappy as it could be. So, after the amount of time qualifying, I think it's 12 minutes, you've got Binko on pole. Guesty in second. We've got Sharon, the championship leader, in third. Ooh, it's hot in here. Ensenua is 4th on the grid. Then we have Koikarp, 5th in his little Mazda. 6th for Homesick Alien. And down in 7th, we have Bandit in that very limited edition livery, VRC livery. So 7 starters for the final round. That's disappointing, but so people are busy. What can you do? And we will crack on with some racing. 15 minutes around the Broad Bean Raceway. Here we go. And Binko now getting on his accelerator. No, he's not holding a brake. It's not showing us him holding a brake. Not even handbrake. And we are... Geez, that's a long hold. Go! And Binko, a great getaway there. He's on the... Well, they're all on the medium tyres. No pit stops in this 15-minute race. And the Binks starts with great gusto as Guesty holding back the championship leader. But there it looks like Kuikarp having a look at the championship leader so far. Shiren may be in trouble here from Coy as Homesick Alien goes side by side with Ensign Ewart, but Homesick Alien up into 5th now. Ensign Ewart slipping down into 6th place with Bandit staring right at his derriere. And there we see Binko still leading ahead of Guesty, with Shiren closing in on Guesty in car. This is what he sees around the outside of the G-Man, but Guesty is back up ahead. And Binko, he's like he's got a rear guard, a rear gunner for him. And Binko, he needs to score around about 14 points more than Shiren does. And he's already got that pole position point, so that's a one-manship upness. And Ensign Ewart saying reminds me of the grandstand BTCC grid rundown style. Yeah, thank you, man. I do try. Oh, I haven't got an F12. I can't do the little thing. But there we go, Shiren now. Oh, I thought he had a wiggle on, but he didn't. He just changed direction. And, so Shiren all over Guesty. Guesty all over the Binks. The top 3 really playing the tow game. And Kuikarp trying to catch them up and get in that tow train. Choo-choo. Shiren looks like he was going to go for a move on G-Man. And Binko having a little knock with the wall. I think they all had a little help from that wall then. And Guesty, though, it's enough to give Guesty the oomph to get through. And now Guesty leads this race ahead of Sir Binkalot, ahead of Shiren, who's ahead of Kuikarp. Then you've got Homesick Alien. He's not run away from Ensign. Ensign remembers. He remembers. And Bandit slipping back in his Mazda. Maybe looking after the tyres, losing the toe a little bit. And Binks is back again. You can't keep a good man down, he says. And he's back up into the lead. And Shiren, he wants some of this action, man. He's got a championship to win here. And Shiren, though, he can't find a way past Guesty. Kuikarp holding his own. He's got the fastest lap in this race so far, doing a fine job in his Mazda. He's got the Alien closing down on him. He did a 30.9 that lap. Homesick Alien did a 30.6. Now Homesick Alien having a look up the inside, and he gives Coy a little knock wide, but he must release the accelerator because now Ensign Ewart all in on the Alien, and the Alien, he's got a different fight to fight now after his little knock with Coy. And Guesty is really... Guesty, we've seen him have some fabulous racing of recent up there in the lead. Really, him and Bunny on Thursday evening gave us such a treat, and now he's having it with Binko, but he's lost a little there. And Shiren, oh, come on, buttons. Shiren's gained a little ground onto Guesty, and Guesty fighting every inch of the way to hold on to that second position, but it looks like Shiren now up the inside. Is it for Guesty? It is. Shiren up and at him. And now we've got a straight championship battle between first and second up ahead, with Binko trying to gain on Shiren. He doesn't need Shiren in second spot, really. He could have done with him being further down the field. Kuikarp then, he has been caught again by the Alien, and the Alien's brought his mate Ensign along with him. And they're going to have a three-way battle as the Bandit slips. Oh, the Bandit's going very slow indeed. Very slow from the Bandit. Don't know what's going on in there. Oh, it's big damage. He must have hit a wall. So the Binks is leading from Shiren and Guesty, 3 in a row. Why does it keep going that? Remember, in car. And on board with Guesty, the G-Man, chasing down the two leaders, the two greenies. And what can he do? There's nearly 4.5 minutes gone in this race already, 8 laps under their belt, and you can see they're going to have trouble with that front right tyre. It's starting to show wear already early on in this race. A bit of a lift from Guesty there, or gave Shiren a little bump draft, I'm not sure what. Oh no, Guesty pulling over, totally pulling over on the brakes. Unprecedented from Guesty. And something has gone terribly wrong in the G-Man's car. He's pulled over to the side. Binks still leading from Shiren. Homesick Alien now up into third. He's got himself past the Koi with Ensign Ewer in 5th. G-Man still sitting at the side of the road. And Bandit coming around in 7th. And yellow flags. Oh yeah, because that's for Guesty. As the Binks and Shiren still battle this one out. And Homesick Alien finding himself up into a podium position, but all the people he's fighting are ahead of him, except for Guesty, but Guesty's 10 points behind him at this point. So Homesick Alien gaining nothing on the people ahead of him in the championship. Koi Carp right on his tail. Koi Carp fancies a bit of action. Coming up to near the end of the race, Ensign Ewart at the back of the train. And the Bandit, I thought was, oh, he's a lap behind them all now. And Guesty is parked up. So, Binks then. It's all down to the Binks. I bet he wishes it was Shiren sat at the side of the road and not the Shiren who sat right up his jack seat. And Shiren looking to get the move done now, trying to get the lead away from Bink. Oh. Homesick Alien still in that 3rd place, ahead of Koi and ahead of Ensign Ewart. Let's get on board with the Ensign, with young Ensign Ewart there as he tries to get the move done on Koi. And we've seen him have some absolutely classic races with everyone on the grid. In all fairness, Ensign, he races every single one of them. But yeah, especially with Koi Carp and more recent with Homesick Alien. So Ensign Ewart, oh, beautiful drive out of that corner there, go right there on Koi Carp's backside, and really gave Koi Carp another thought to think about. Meanwhile, the Binks still keeping Shiren at bay. What's the tyre going like? Binks is wearing his tyre a little faster than Shiren. Shiren getting a lovely tow. But in the first corner, it just seems like Binko can get through it a little neater, although Binko, he loves to give that wall a little rub. As he comes out the corner, it's not costing him too much, but Shiren again, all there, all in with the Atari Racer. Car 69, championship leader, is really going for it. Ensign's up ahead of Koi. It's all spaced out a little down here for some reason. And Homesick Alien, solid 3rd. Ahead of Ensign, and Koi Carp dropping the back a little bit. Ooh, he did a 31.5 that time around, whereas Homesick did a 30.8, Ensign Ewart a 31.0. So yeah, nearly half a second slower than the guys he's racing. Bandit now ghosted as he makes his way around. Guesty parts up, and this really is a race of attrition, isn't it? It's they're struggling out there to get to the end of the checkered flag. We're 8 minutes in. And Binko and Shiren are having a battle royale out there. It is gorgeous to see. Absolutely delicious. Homesick Alien, there's no way he's catching up the two ahead of him. They're side by side again, but the Binks putting it on and doing enough to keep Shiren behind. Shiren must be getting rather frustrated in that car right now as he's staring at the back of Binko's relentless Mazda. And is it? He's up alongside him on the inside for the first corner. Shiren's going to go for it, but Binks, he can just carry a little bit more speed through there. And Shiren, though, counting on him having a little rub with the wall. And that's it. That's Shiren in it. No, Binks still holding on around that outside. And what does Shiren have to do? My word, Shiren giving it his all. And he's just coming up slightly short next to the Bink. And home not shake off Ensign Ewart with him. Those two racers, you got to stay in the tow zone. It has to be said. Homesick Alien not gaining on Binko or Shiren though. He's not getting any advantage, and he needs Ensign to give him a couple of bumps when he's in the tow. Again, Shiren looking for any way by. This the race win is truly out of these two at this point, as we're coming up to 10 minutes in the race. 15-minute race, remember. Oh, and Shiren sneaks it finally up the inside of that one. And we've seen Binko outbrake him in the first corner every single lap, but that one, Shiren really got it. And now Shiren leads this race, and it's down to Binko to find a way past. Meanwhile, Homesick Alien still under threat from Ensenua. Ensenua really is starting to push hard, and he's got that inside. Is it enough? No. We saw Shiren trying that a couple of times with the Binks. What's going up at the front there? Shiren still holding on to the lead, and Binko, is it tyre wear? Binks is starting to suffer with that front right tyre. And Binks up the inside, Shiren around the outside. Binks has got it. He's got it just by a nose. And now Binks is the one in the lead. My word, this race is up and down. And Shiren drops back down into second place. Or does he? Or does he? Or does he? Because there he is up the inside. And these two guys, they're having fun, aren't they? They're just enjoying a bit of racing. And all good, clean, wholesome fun. And great stuff for us. Homesick Alien, he's edged away from Mr. Hewitt. And now Homesick Alien can concentrate on the guys ahead of him, but that tyre wear is real. And Koikarp really is suffering with the tyre wear. And if Bandit had stuck with it, he might have been able to catch Koi, because Koi is struggling terribly with tyre wear. He's doing mid to late 31s. Ensign still early 31s. Homesick Alien did a 30.9. Binks 31.6. Shiren a 31.4. As they put another lap on the stricken Bandit. Oh, Binks misjudging that, braking a little. But Shiren stays ahead. And the Binks, I reckon he must have lifted off a little bit. But he got caught out with the braking there. I think gives Shiren a little knock into that corner. Homesick Alien looking good for a podium now. Ensenua nowhere to be seen. He's dropped right back out of it. And Koikarp also with his tyre wear struggling to live with the pace of the leaders. The Bandit ghosting his way around as Guesty sits at the side. And Shiren now is in the lead. Was he not in the lead before? He was, yes, because Binks gave him a little knock. We think Binks lifted a little just to give Shiren a bit of space. Ensenua in the chat was finding I was catching people into the braking zone, into turn one. Thought that probably wasn't the best place to bump traffic someone. No, not at all. I don't think it's happened a lot, is it? It does seem like you catch people down the straights, but you've got to be right close to them coming out that final corner, and I don't think they are. Homesick Alien is catching the two ahead of him. A 31.1 from him. Binks did a 31.0. Shiren did a 31.0. So the times are the same. I don't understand, but Homesick Alien is definitely looking a lot closer to the two drivers ahead of him. Ensenua slipping away. I'm guessing that's that tyre wear. Koikarp too far back to make anything out of that. He's still doing 31.8s, but Ensenua now a 31.3 with the bad tyres. Homesick Alien 31.2. 31.2 from the Binks, Eva and Shiren. And now it looks like tyre wear is what it is in this race. No one's able to race in these last few minutes because their tyres are shot to pieces. And that makes it very interesting for the feature. Although I do remember when BB Raceway was on, Talleyrand took an amazing win by just keeping hards on. The hard is the only mandatory tyre to use in the feature race. And when others went to the medium tyre, which obviously does not last around here, yeah, Talleyrand did a double hard stint and easily won. because everyone else was struggling. And even fuel, look at that, down to a quarter of a tank as we're 30 seconds away from the end of the race. Shiren leads from the Binks. Homesick Alien trying to close in, but I think this is going to be the final lap, possibly, and I don't think he's going to be able to catch those guys, but I've said that before and regretted it. Ensign Ewart solid on his own in fourth. Fuel is flashing. Koikar's tyres have actually died, and Shiren still carries on around to take the flag. 15 minutes have shown, and Shiren takes the win. Super stop. Binks is second. Homesick Alien third. Ensign Ewart gets that fourth, with Koikar coming around in fifth place. And Bandit, whilst ghosted, comes around to get sixth, and Guesty looks like he's joining back the track to get across the line. But Bandit comes across in sixth spot, and what we'll do is pause it there, even though there's still 40 odd seconds. Okay, so Shiren, wow, Shiren, he's doing what he needs to do in this championship, isn't he? He's keeping he's leaving no doubt in the point stages. He's grabbing them all. So Shiren finishing first. Great win for Shiren. Great race with the Binks. Where is he? That's not Binks, is he? He's behind Ensign Ewart, I guess. There's the Binks. He's not, well, is that Binks's? That's not the front of Binks's car. That's so odd. I don't know where Binks is, but that's Ensign Ewart. But that's meant to be the same camera. Okay. So Binko gets second. Great drive from Binks. Really put his effort in for that first spot. Homesick Alien. Great drive through the mid-pack. Oh my God, this is shocking. Half of Alien or a blurry Alien. Homesick Alien, take a boo of my son for third. Ensign Ewart there. That is Ensign Ewart. I knew it was. Oh, it's Guesty who's behind Ensign. Oh, he's ghosted it. He's paused it to let it go home. That's why it's 40 odd seconds. So Ensign Ewart gets fourth. Sorry, man. I'm all over the shop. Crap angles. Koikarp gets himself fifth, and sixth for the Bandit. And Guesty in seventh. Something went very wrong somewhere for him to finish, well, pull over at the side of the road, really, and not partake anymore in the race, as he's ghosted car finds its way to the checkered flag, and then we can get on with the feature race. And so far, advantage Shiren is looking like Shiren's putting this one to bed. Binko getting second, he's second, and Homesick Alien getting third as they finished in the championship order. So no change in the championship so far. Ensign Ewart maybe possibly has gone past Talleyrand. He could catch up Skyjacker. Okay. So, on to the feature. Dun, 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 dun. 30-minute race here at BB Raceway in the Mazdas for round 6 of season 7 of the MaX5 Championship. And I don't know when it'll be coming back, you know. It used to be a regular thing, but it's taken longer and longer gaps each time we've used it. So, oh, it looks like we lost the Guesty from this one. He's not taking part in the feature. Bandit's on the pole with Koikarp second. That is not a camera angle I want, and that's the only camera angle you're going to give me. It's showing Bandit and Binks in the pits. That's shocking. That's it then. A rear view or a view there. Here we go. So here we go. Bandit is taking them away. He's on the hard tyres. Coy's on the hard. Ensign Ewart's on the hard. Alien's on the hard. Binks has gone medium, and Shiren's gone hard. That might be a mistake by the Binks, remembering when they were here last, and they just used the hard tyre because that medium tyre is pretty naff. It runs out very quickly. So here goes the Bandit then. We're in racing conditions. He's off. Oh, he's off. Not very fast, because Koikarp's all up in his business already, and the Koi is through and into the lead. The cream egg The cream, La Cream Egg is at the lead. So it has risen to the top. And Bandit sets a chase of the Koi Carp whilst Ensign Ewart holding on to that third. And then we've got Homesick Alien. He's got Binko with a set of medium tyres behind him, wanting to go a lot faster than the Alien is able to manage with those hard tyres, and Binks going for an early move. Bandit then is slipped down to where Ensign Ewart is, and Koi Carp's getting himself a tasty little lead here early doors in this 30-minute race. So cracking stuff here. We could see another new winner this season. That was Binko's that was Sharen's third win so far in race 1, and Koi leading them around. And both Sharen's wins are in sprint races. He's not won a feature race yet, so can Sharen do that this time around? He's there in 4th, chasing down the Bandit, who's lost the position to Ensign Ewart now. Ensign Ewart up into 2nd, chasing down our boy Koi. And Sharen down in 4th with Homesick Alien and Binko. Oh, they must have had a bit of a coming together, it seems, because they're further down than anyone else is. Homesick Alien, oh, there we see it. So Homesick Alien in 4th. Binks goes for his inside line and just knocks his rear quarter. And we had a big one there. Beautiful. I love a big crash. And Homesick Alien and the Binks. Binks waiting for the Alien. And Homesick Alien gets underway again, and that is them out of this race. For win-wise, maybe not though. It's a long race. We're only a minute 22 seconds into it. But it is a mountain they didn't need to climb, as Koi Carp just sprints away miles ahead of Ensign Ewart, who's got the Bandit for close company all the way. Bandit says, we're going to race, me and you. And Sharen then in 4th place, like I said, hasn't won a feature race this season. All his wins have been in sprints. All 3 of his wins have been in the sprint race. And he's... I don't know, he might have won something at Willow Springs. No, he didn't. Excuse me. So Koi Carp masterclass in oval racing here, as he blisters away in the lead. Ensign Ewart having to race a Bandit. Bandit all up. Invested in Ensign Ewart, although Ensign Ewart now has boogalooed away a little bit from the Bandit, and Sharen closing in on board, or not on board, but now we're on board with the Sharen to see what he can see. God, I'm really behind on YouTube. I should close it and reopen it. It's because it took ages to open up when I first did it. Do we still have sound? So on board with Sharen in 4th place. Koi Carp a mile ahead in the lead, and then we've got a close battle there with Ensign Ewart and Bandit for 2nd and 3rd. The Binks and the Homesick Alien have dropped out of this race somewhat. They had a little coming together. The Binks having a little tap on Homesick Alien's rear quarter and putting him into the wall in a great fashion. Love to see it. And Sharen then, I think he's got that championship. I think as long as he finishes ahead of Binks. The Binks is now up into 5th place ahead of Homesick Alien, and Sharen's trying to get a move done on Bandit. Bandit though holding ground and says you shall not pass. And Sharen again having a look up the inside, and the Russian sensation makes the move on our Flying Dutchman. And Ensign Ewart, he's going to be checking out his rearview mirror soon. He cannot catch up with Koi. Koi did a 31.0 his last time around, 30.8. So Ensign Ewart is slightly faster at this point than Koi Carp, and catching. Another 31.0 from Koi Carp. Ensign Ewart this time around 30.7, faster than he's gone before, and that's 0.3 faster, isn't it, than Koikap, so he really is starting to close down the Cadbury's Cream Egg and Mazda, whilst Shiren trying to close down on them. He did a 31.3 though. He did get past Bandit, I think, on that lap. Bandit enjoying a bit of a tow from Shiren as he makes his way around. Binks on those medium tyres has pulled away from the Alien, and Homesick Alien, bless him, it's not much going to come his way. He's got to hope for some mistakes out there as the Binks the Binks tries to run away on those medium tyres, having a little rub with that wall. Whilst Koikap leads this race, and it really is going to be a tough one to beat for these guys. Bandit staying with Shiren, hoping these two, I'm imagining, maybe a bit of bump draft in there. It is right into the braking zone though. It is a worry to try and bump draft someone there, isn't it? But Shiren, 31.1 last time from Shiren, 30.8. See, good old Ensign's keeping them under the 31s. Koikap's holding steady just above the 31, so Koikap is slowly catching up. I mean, Ensign Ewart is slowly catching up Koikap. Boldly going where no one's boldly gone before. With Shiren then. Slowly, he's pulled away a little bit from Bandit on that lap. And can Shiren catch the two ahead of him to get a double win? I don't think we've had anyone who's had a double win this season as well. And Binko getting that fastest lap. That's extra points that he's going to need in this championship. Well, let's face it, I don't think he's going to do it. I think Shiren's got this championship tied up in a lovely little bow, a green Atari looking bow, whilst Koikap adding another name to the winners rostrum that includes Shiren, Homesick Alien, Binko, Skyjacker, Guesty, Talleyrand and Alphanut. And then we could say Koikap also in around about 23 minutes time. We shall see. But Koikap is losing time to Ensign though. That is a concern, as Koikap a 31.2 that time around as Ensign closes up. Now Ensign must be in the tow area, and he's enjoying a little tow now from Koikap with Shiren. That'll be bad news for him. He's not enjoying a tow from anyone, and the Bandit, if anything, is closing in on Shiren. Great stuff. Binks, no man's land. He's miles away from the Alien, miles away from Bandit, and Homesick Alien. He's probably trying to do some math in his head of how he can try and get himself into this race. Can he go all the way without pitting? The answer is no. The fuel won't last. So yeah, I don't know how he's going to get himself into this race. Koikap now in trouble with Ensign Ewart having a look. So either way, it'd be a new winner if either of these two can pull it off. And Ensign Ewart up the inside. He has shown consistently over the last few laps that he's faster than Koikap, and he's going in for the kill now. He's going in for the kill, doing it for the thrill. Something about hold my hand. I can't remember. It's been ages since I've heard that song. So Koikap then playing roadblock, trying to make his Mazda as wide as you can, but around a semi-oval is very difficult to defend. It's a very wide bit of road, and there's multiple lines that go as fast as each other through it. So Koikap, though, he's doing a fantastic job keeping Ensign Ewart at bay. Ensign Ewart right in there, though, adding the pressure, and this may help Shiren. If these two hold each other up, a 31.2 last time around for Koi, and 31.2 for Ensign as well. So Ensign is losing time being behind Koi, and Shiren can slowly edge up to the two of them. Bandit then, he's not too far out of it as well. This could all go kabooey in Koikarp's face if he's not careful. And Bandit, I mean, Binko is closing in on the Bandit. Homesick Alien just trying to get some nice consistent lap times out there and see how, if the race comes to him. Again, Ensign Ewart having another look at Koikarp. He wants to get this over and done with before Shiren arrives. And we are nearly 10 minutes into this race. No one's even thought of a pit stop yet. And why would they? We're not even halfway. And Koi doing what he can. His tyres are taking an actual hit, as more than Ensign Ewart's are. And Ensign Ewart dancing around the back of that Mazda, trying to find a way past. Has a look left, has a look right. He's doing some sort of samba behind Koikarp at the moment. He's doing the quick step. And Strictly Come Dancing's back on, so there's going to be lots of dancing references because that's what we watch. That's what we watch on a Saturday night. So Bandit in fourth with Binks trying to close in. Homesick Alien just having a little drive, I think. He's just, there's no one to race. And Koikarp is doing a fantastic job. I think Ensign Ewart hasn't yet found even a sniff. And he's almost half a second faster than Koi. And there we see Shiren is right there now. I just saw Shiren in Ensign Ewart's rear view mirror, and this is a three-way battle for the lead of this race as we just get past the 11-minute mark. And we've got under 20 minutes of racing to go, and no one's made a pit stop yet, and there will be pit stops because the fuel is not enough. And there, I think Ensign Ewart, is he trying to help Koikarp along a little bit? Are they trying to make a getaway? But it's a bit late now. A little knock on the wall from Koi and Ensign, and that is all Shiren needs. And Shiren could be in for a double win. We're going to get some first today, surely. We're going to get either a first win this season, first double win this season for Shiren, or Koikarp and Ensign winning, and that'll be a new winner. And that's what we're looking for. So now Koikarp still in the lead of this race, but Shiren, he's trying to have a look. Shiren's tyres are in the best state of all of them, aren't they? Koikarp's bounced out onto the wall. Shiren's gone through, and there is Ensign Ewart as well. And is that the tyres? Was that the tyres? Was there contact? I'm not sure. We can have a quick look at it. I'm not trying to look for controversy or what have you, but I didn't quite see it clearly how the move was done. So there we have Koi on the inside of Shiren, and no contact. No, Koi just went too hard into that corner, ran out of tarmac and hit the wall, and that helped Shiren through. Ensign Ewart led the race a little bit, didn't he? So Ensign Ewart, did he? I thought Shiren went, but Ensign Ewart's in the lead of this race. Come on, Ensign, you go, boy. And there we go again. It's definitely grip for Koikarp. He's struggling with the grip now. He's been staying way away from those walls as so far in this race, and now we've seen him scraping the walls a couple of times. Ensign Ewart trying to get defensive against Shiren, but Shiren really has looked after his tyres so far in this race, and Shiren is looking very strong, but Ensign Ewart is the man in the lead at the moment. But Shiren's got the drive down the straight, up the inside, and now Shiren is the man in the lead as Homesick Alien takes his car into the pits, not even halfway. And is he parking it? His team's coming out looking for him down the pit alley as he comes, and Shiren now takes the lead of the race from Ensign Ewart. Koikarp just doesn't have the grip to live with them. Bandit in fourth, Binko is in fifth. He is closing in on the Bandit. What a drive, what a comeback. And Shiren then is the leader of this race as we come to the 14-minute mark. And Ensign Ewart is in second, Koikarp in third. Homesick Alien, yeah, there's nothing happening on that car. He's parked it. No, he has. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Homesick. He's set of mediums. He's gone for a set of mediums. Interesting stuff. I didn't think those mediums were going to be any point to him. The Binks, his mediums are still going as we're at 14 minutes, but surely Homesick Alien's asking too much for them mediums to go longer than 15 minutes. We saw in the sprint race they weren't even lasting that. But Shiren at the moment holding strong against Ensign, and Koikart finding a second finding his second wind. He's back in the fight again, all up in Ensign's business. And Bandit there in fourth, racing with all his heart, because he knows he's got the Binks, who's gone in now. He's gone in, but I think he's way too far ahead of the Alien for the Alien to get up with him again. And Ensign's gone for a move up the inside. It nearly looked messy, but they avoided each other. But Ensign Ewert's had a massive lift and ended up behind Koikart now. But yes, it looked like there was going to be contact. I think Ensign Ewert had to get right out of it, and he's lost the position now to Koikart. Sorry, Ensign Ewert had to lift out of it. Koikart's gone through. Shiren still leads. 15 minutes into this race, 15 minutes left to go. We're into the second half of the race, and Shiren leads from Koi, who is ahead of Ensign Ewert. Fuel flashing for Ensign Ewert now. Koikart's okay for fuel, and so is Shiren. So Ensign Ewert heavy on that right foot. Well, he's on a gamepad. Heavy on that left thumb. Right thumb, whatever he's doing it with. Bandit having a nice little drive. He's not seen. He saw some action at the beginning, but he hasn't seen any for a while. The Binks pitted, did get out ahead of the Alien, way ahead of the Alien. The Binks has gone to the hard tyre. Well, Homesick Alien's gone to the medium, so maybe Homesick Alien can now try and catch up the Binks. Shiren leads. Koikart, Ensign Ewert was the one to go in. And if he goes onto medium tyres, he could possibly jump these two, as they're on the slower hard tyre. And I thought we'd see some double hard stints or something. Now Bandit's fuel is flashing. Ensign Ewert still in the pits, topping up with fuel. The Binks, he's got no chance of getting by him, I don't think. And Shiren now, his fuel's flashing. Koikart, still plenty of fuel in that car, but the tyres are looking woeful. Bandit in a solid third place, but his fuel is flashing. Ensign Ewert still in the pits. It's a long pit, and look, even Binko's got by now. Has he? Oh, wow, no, not yet. Ensign Ewert, he's been released, he's out. Seemed like a very long pit stop, that did. Seemed like an extra long pit stop, I'm not sure. We'll check the other people's lap times out. No, he is ahead of the Binks, only just though. Where is the Binks? No, Binko getting by him. Up into fourth, but Ensign Ewert now on the medium tyre can chase down the Binko. And how long was Binko? 107, a 111. Anyone else pitted? Homesick Alien, a 108. So it did seem like 10 seconds longer, but he may have had to put more fuel in. And that's the reason why. Didn't even fully fuel up. So Shiren, his fuel's flashing, and he's into the pit lane. Koikart following him in. So Bandit, he's got to come in as well. His fuel is on the edge, and it's going to be Binko who's leading this race, believe it or not, who looked like he was out of it. Done, dusted, over, and he's coming around now to take the lead. So there you go. Unbelievable stuff. Can he keep it though? He's on the hard tyre. He's got Ensign Ewert behind, chasing him down, who's on the medium. He's gone fastest of everyone so far with a 30.182. No one's gone in the lead yet. Sorry, I'm saying Binko's gone in the lead. He has not yet. So they might get out ahead of him. I don't know, though. There's slow pit stops around here. So the Binks coming around that final corner with Ensign Ewert in tow. Homesick Alien in third, just getting onto the start straight. And they've been released. Koi's ahead of Shiren. Koi is ahead of Shiren. Koi's got no. Shiren, no. What? Yeah, Koi is ahead of Shiren. So Koi's jumped Shiren in the pit stops. And Homesick Alien didn't quite gain enough ground to get on with them. But he's thereabouts. He's not far behind them now. And Bandit is out into 6th, losing out the most in the pit stops. And Binko is leading. Wow. I didn't think Binko had a catch chance in this race. Ooh, a little knock with the wall. But yeah, I honestly didn't think Binko had a catch chance in this race. Not one hell of a chance to be in a winning position again. And he is. Ensign Newitt, though, go for the move on those racing medium tyres. But remember, those racing medium tyres, all Binko has to do is stay with it. Because we know the racing medium tyres fall apart before 15 minutes has given up. They went over the line exactly at the same time then, I'm pretty sure of it. And the Binks still maintains that lead on those racing hard tyres. And Ensign Newitt trying his hardest. Shiren is back up ahead of Coy. And Shiren, he's got some work to do. He's dropped back a little bit, and he's not pitting as early, but his tyres will be fresher at the end of the race, as will Coy Carps. Homesick Alien starting to feel the pain on those tyres already, maybe. And the Bandit out on a fresh set of hards. Has he gone for a double hard stint? Binko, though, doing a great job on those hard tyres. Not fearing Ensign Newitt, who's on the mediums. So Binko leads this race ahead of Ensign Newitt. Binko doesn't break any records if he wins. And what is it? Shiren cannot win a feature race, even if he tries. Of course he tries. So Binks, there goes Ensign up the inside. Is it enough this time around? It looks like it is. He's just about got it, but Binks is on the inside now. It's side by side as they come around the Broad Bean Speedway, and it's hard to call between these two. Ensign Newitt again just edging it on the inside of the Binko, and they've been virtually side by side this whole lap. That is crazy great. And the Binks then goes into the lead again. And Ensign Newitt, wow, he's running out of time and laps and tyre wear to get this done. Slam dunked, get it out the way. And Shiren can't shake off Coy. Coy all up in Shiren's business. He's gone faster than he's gone before that last time around with a 30.3. Shiren a 30.5. And then again up ahead, we've got Ensign Newitt going for the move into the first corner. He's done it this time. But did he mess it up? He looked like he had a wiggle on. And I think Binko's going to easily come back at him, because I think Ensign Newitt went a little too fast and had to take a scupper some speed in the middle of that corner, and that gave Binko the opportunity to get back ahead. And Ensign Newitt having a masterclass from Binks at the moment. Beautiful stuff. Shiren closing in though, the championship leader, and I think championship winner by now. Ensign Newitt again going for that same move up the inside. Can he do it this time? Binko stays around the outside with him, and Binko manages to stay. It looked like Ensign had to lift, and now Shiren's up there, and Shiren's fighting for the lead, and this is all changed. The landscape has changed, and the Binks is in the lead with Shiren in second, and now Ensign Newitt slipping down to third, and he's a threat. His podium's a threat from Coy Carp, who's closing in. Homesick Alien, there's a chasm of space between him and the pack. And here we go then, Shiren on the move, and he's up the inside of the Binks, because the Binks is on hard tyres, remember, so Shiren making easy work of it. And now Coy getting the move done on two cars in one corner. Can he keep it? He does, and Coy Carp makes that brilliant move there. Ensign Newitt and Binko all in one corner, so Coy Carp getting a twofer, with Binko now holding on to the podium position just about, with Ensign Newitt there in fourth place. And this has been a wacky race so far, with Shiren now in the lead, Coy Carp in second, but the Binks is trying to come back now. Remember, if Binks can stay with them, with those hard tyres, their tyres will go. And Binks does get the move done on Coy and made it look easy. It was beautiful. And Binks then, like I said, on those hard tyres, all he has to do is stay with them. Fuel might be a big question mark, because Binko is a lot less fuel on board than them, with only 6 minutes of racing to go though. I reckon that possibly is enough fuel. As Shiren then leads them around. Binko in second. Koikarp has a podium position at the moment, with Ensign Hewitt right in there as well. And it's hard to call who's going to win this one. I think Binko, if he just stays with them, their tyres might go off, but there is only 6 minutes left. Maybe their tyres won't go off that quick. Oh, the Bandit is ghosted. The Bandit is ghosted. And the Homesick Alien at 5th, chasing them down. Should change his PSN name from Bandit to the Ghost. Shiren making his way around. Binko in second, trying to keep Koikarp at bay as they go by Bandit. And Ensign Hewitt then in 4th place. So, Shiren leading the championship, won the first race. It's looking good for the feature after I said he can't win feature races. He's proving me wrong, and Ensign Hewitt has got himself up into a podium position ahead of Koikarp, but I'm sure that's going to change half a dozen times before the timer runs out, because them two are very racy. I say racy though. Ensign Hewitt, he's been a lifelong ambition of his to get past Binko. He's been trying it all race. Oh, he's had to lift again. No, he's carrying on because Koikarp's there, and no, Koi's through, and Koi again gets a twofer. He's loving it when Binko and Ensign Hewitt race each other. And this time I don't think Binko, I think Binko lifted as well. Zenson, I think, lifted to try and give Binko the place back. And I think Binko said, look, dude, honestly, keep making that move on me. You may as well just keep it. And now Ensign Hewitt's going to try it on Koikarp. Can he do it with success this time around? Ooh, and now Binks has come through. Oh, my word, poor Ensign. I think he's racing beautifully. It's a hard race. And Ensign Hewitt then down into 4th place behind Binks. But there's still time in this race. Koikarp in second, but those tyres are starting to look like they're being used. And Shiren then, with his racing mediums, they look fresh, man. They look fresh. But Koikarp's are starting to look like they've been used a bit. Binko doing fine, but it's the fuel that we're worried about with the Binks. And Ensign Hewitt, he's stared at the back of the Binko car for way too long. He wants past it, I'm sure. Homesick Alien, I can't say if he's gaining ground. He's doing 31 threes, but those tyres are cooked, bruv. Is he going in? No, he's not. He's sticking out with them. But yeah, the tyres are looking not too healthy for Homesick Alien, but it's all right because the Bandit has ghosted. He's done. And Shiren, easy points for Bandit though, isn't it? You just start the race, press pause, and you get 6th spot. So, not bad. It's not bad. Bandit, you're going to end up us having to enforce a rule about ghosting, that you can only ghost for a certain amount of time in a race, or you'll be a DNF. So Shiren is leading this way quite easily. Binks is back up into second. Koi and Ensign can't decide who's going to get that 3rd spot. This is crazy. I said Koi's tyres were starting to go away. He was in 2nd spot, but I think now the tyres are playing havoc with Koikarp. He's not got the grip in these last couple of minutes. Ensign Hewitt, his tyres are just as woeful. And Binko seeming in a very strong position now for 2nd place. Shiren's just off out of it, and he's going to get himself the first double win of the season, and he is the championship winner. I'm saying it, I'm calling it now. The Binks then just ahead of Ensign. Ensign now in that podium. Koi's tyres really are waving a white flag out there. They're saying, please, please, please. And Binks fighting for that 2nd place. The fuel's flashing. A minute and a half to go. Binks, you're never going to get that fuel to the end, surely. And Ensign Hewitt again having to defend from Koi for that 3rd spot. Shiren pelting it out there, leaving them for dead as we're coming up to the final minute of racing here at the BB Raceway 4GT Sports MaX5 season ran by the Virtual Racers Club. Season 7, round 6, the final. And Shiren was the championship leader coming into this race. He won the sprint, very hard won from the Binks, and it looks like he has come through for an excellent drive. Great strategy to get a second win this evening and put this championship to bed. Koikap third, Ensign Newitt fourth, so Koikap getting back on the podium, and these two are having an absolute blast in the last couple of minutes of this championship. And Koi having a knock with the wall, which is going to be Ensign Newitt, another run on Koi, and they are really fighting with the grip out there and lack of it, and they're having a delicious time. It's beautiful. What a dish. What a great dish of hot steaming racing. Shiren then, where are we? We've got 10 seconds left. He's crossed the line. This will be his final lap. The Binks in second. It's down to the battle of the podiums here between Ensign Newitt and Koikap. Homesick Alien, he's just murdered a set of Michelins. And Bandit crosses the line. And the next person to cross the line to take a double win here. And his fourth win of the championship. There he goes. Beautiful stuff from Ensign. Binko's pulled right over. Ensign might get second. Ensign gets second. Koikap take a boo. My son gets third. Oh, no. I didn't pause it quick enough. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's arse. I haven't got pictures. There we go. Oh, do you miss these guys? The old is that all I've got pictures of? I think it's because when I ran a championship, I was going to have like a picture diary of each race, and sort of like when I released the stewards, but I just didn't have time for all of that. So, well, that's a nice shot. Look at me admiring my pictures. Read then. So, wow, I don't know why Binko pulled over like that. Weird. Oh, he ran out of fuel. That's it. See? Good catch, Ensign. Yeah, it was tight on fuel, wasn't it? So there you go. Shiren takes his double win and confirms he is the champion. And I imagine Shiren will take a little bit of pleasure from that, because I think Shiren, their most Sunday evenings when the Binks races, Shiren is one of our Sunday evening racers. And beating the Binks to a championship, I imagine he's pleased as punch about. And they both dropped the same round. Their lowest scoring round is the same round. So yes, fantastic stuff. Well done, Shiren. El Champiano. I don't know what you say in Russian. The champion. I don't know. But great stuff from Shiren. Ensign Newitt come across the line in second place, and after that round, I'm sure that's going to put Ensign Newitt definitely up to sixth, ahead of Jokus in the championship. Then we had Koikap coming home in third, a great podium for Koi. And his first podium in the championship. I don't know if he got a podium in the second race. I don't recall. No, because I think Ohm Segalian got a podium, didn't he? Who knows? So yeah, Koikap, take a boo, my son, in third. Fourth place was Binks, with Home Segalian in fifth, and the Bandit coming home in sixth. The next set of racing we've got for your delight, or your approval, is on a Sunday evening with the Sunday Sprint Madness, the old SFFR or something like that. I never remember what it's called. SFR Cup in the little Toyota, and that again is here at BB Raceway. So join us on Sunday evening at just before 8 o'clock for qualifying, and another cracking race around the BB Raceway. Tuesday evening, we have the final round of the Super GT at Fuji. Not one to miss, because I think Haza and Anton Poika and making that championship very interesting at the top. Then on Thursday, we have got the VAG League. If you love a bit of VAG, come and join us here on a Thursday evening, and we will be racing, oh God, Lasarth. Well, they're nice looking cars, good liveries, very fast. They'll probably suit Lasarth. It might be a good race. So we'll see. And then Friday evening is free as a bird as well. I've not heard of anything. I haven't really looked on the calendar, but I don't believe that we've got anything on a Friday evening. So have a break, possibly. And then on Sunday, again, we're a week ahead. We'll be doing the Sunday Sprint Madness thing. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Phil Asio. Thanks for joining us at the Virtual Racers Club. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our YouTube. You can get to our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, for all the updated tables as and when they have been updated. And then you can join our community on Discord through that website, said website. So join us, please. Please join us in our Discord. That's everything, I think. Oh, Ensign Newett's having a bit of chat. Ensign Newett saying we are here again at BB Raceway tonight. And Ensign Newett saying, cheers for streaming this. Was looking forward to seeing it. Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Look at that. That's IR Graham, I think, Pink Panther. We don't talk about him anymore. Oh, IR Graham. You only had to be nice. Look at that overtake. Where does he think he's going? He thinks he's playing bloody rally or something. I mean, car 23 is risky, but I think he's still got the back wheel on the white line. Poor old 48 there, Barry the Belge. He's playing proper games. And what a beautiful championship that was. I'd love to see the Golfs come back again. They were great little championship runners. So I was Phil Asio. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club, and we'll be streaming again in a couple of hours. Just join us for some Sunday Sprint madness. Thank you. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you very much. Yes, middle of the week. Tip the waitress.